Hello and welcome to the video on relationships. We're going to use the Access database called University, so I'll open that one up. So we're in the University database, and again, if you're not seeing all of the objects, you can increase the size of the left-hand margin and make sure that all Access database is showing. This one has 2 tables and 1 form, and if you recall, you always check to see if you haven't been in this particular Access database for a while. You can double click it. It has department code, course number, title, description, and credit hours. If you wanted to look at the design view to see if what the data type were, short text for the department code, course number was set just for 4. Title was field size 255. Description was long, so it's more than 255 characters, and the credit hours was a number that is a value of 3 that was greater than 0 but less than 10. So that was in the course. I'll go back to design view, and then I'll check department, and it had department code, department name, location, phone number, and chair. Again, I'll go into design view, and again, they were all 5 were short text. The department code was 4, just like in the previous one, and then department name was 255 characters. Location was just set at 10. The department phone used that input phone number so that you didn't have to type the parentheses or the dash, which was convenient, and then the chair name. So I'll go back to design view. So and again, I'll go back to design view just to show you that department code was the primary key in the department table. So in the table department, the primary key, the unique identifier, is department code. So now I'll go into courses, and I'll do the same thing, go into design view, and for the course table, there's actually a combined primary key, both department code and course number. But you have to have at least one unique identifier key in each of the tables so that you can pull information from both tables. There has to be something that matches in both of them. So I'm going to close out of here and show you that connection. So if I choose Database Tools and click Relationships, it shows both tables, course and department, and if you wanted to change the order, you could, it doesn't matter. But I also want to make it larger, so if you just look for your arrows to expand it so that you can see everything. You can also use the corner one too, so that you can expand it. So it shows you the name of the table and all of the column headings in it, the name of the table and all of the column headings. Remember, the key was department code. The course actually had 2 keys, a combination of 2 primary keys, which is fine. And then we can just move this over a little bit. So what you have here is they have to match so that you can pull information from both. So as long as there's a unique identifier from both, then you can pull from both. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to. So if I wanted to create a query and I use the department code, I could use the department name, the chair name, and then I could use the course number. So I could pull from both tables in one query, as long as they have a unique identifier that's the same. So what would be the department code? For example, CMP. So they would match, and then a course number would be 106, 121, but the unique one is the CMP. So if there was a ENG, it wouldn't match. It has to be the same. So if you actually click on this line here that's actually showing you the edit relationships, you can click here as well. If I right click on this, sometimes there it goes, it shows it on it, but I'm just going to cancel out of here. If I click Edit Relationships, it shows me, so I just have to make sure that I have this selected. And there we have it. It had to be highlighted. So from the department table, the match is department code. From the course table, the match course table is department code. So they're enforcing referential integrity, meaning that they are 2 actual same column headings of information in both separate tables. So that's the unique identifier used in two different tables. And it's considered one to many. So I'll just click out of here and I'll close out of. You want to save this? Yes. So if I were to create a query, and I'll use query design, I can select from both the course table and the department table. And then you'll still see that one to many. I think they had it this way, which is fine. And you have the scroll bars if you had a lot to work with, that there was more connections between more tables. So what happens? I could choose department code to be my first column heading. Then I could have department name, chair name, and then course number, and maybe title. So I'm pulling from both. So now when I click run, I'm going to have all these, and it shows you chose department name from department code from the department table. I also chose from the department table department name and chair name. From the course table, I selected course number and title. So now I'll click run and it pulls all of the information. And again, you can widen it to see everything. So there's a department code, department name, chair, and course number. So this one is a query. I'm going to save, and this will be query both course and department. And there you have it. So if I went back in here and chose query design, you'll see what I've chose. I could also put it in maybe department title or course number. I could choose anything I wanted to have in ascending order and then run. So it's in alphabetic order by the title. I can extend it. So that's working with relationships, and we'll be using more relationship connections in Module B. Thank you.